Your attention, please.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go!
How do you do? Mighty pleasant greeting.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers.
Space Mountain.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
And we're recording.
We're recording now.
Yeah.
Wow, it's good, man. I'm kind of excited. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the first Mousetopia Podcast. I am joined by my awesome brother, Eric. Eric, say what's up.
What's up, Susie? That one person that's probably going to listen to this?
Yeah. It probably is. I don't know. I'm a little scared too because we've been talking about this for a while now, starting this podcast and see who was gonna listen. I mean, I know there's a lot of mouse heads out there,
But in case there's somebody else, what's your name? You said my name.
Okay, my bad. My name is Tony. I'm Tony, and that's Eric. Eric, we are on the Mousetopia Podcast. First episode, we are here because we thought about making this podcast for a while. We are big time Disney people.
We thought about making it before the parks closed.
That's true. Right now, this is.
And now that they closed.
Is it August 2nd right now? August 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay, so August 2nd. And the parks have been closed now for
March. I feel like a lot of the Disneyland fans, they count the quarantine started
yeah.
whenever Disneyland closed.
I forgot when the last time I went and used my pass, though.
When did it close? Like the 17th?
I think it was the end of March, wasn't it? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been so long. And, yeah,
But I didn't go to the park before that.
Yeah. You have been to the park in a while.
The last day I went to the park was the day Kobe died.
Oh, that's right. That's a different story all in itself.
Yeah, that's the last time. And I couldn't go.
Yeah, you couldn't go back because it just reminds you of that shit.
I was so depressed.
Yeah, no, and I apologize already off the bat. This is more of a PG-13, maybe a little bit above podcast. Eric and I do tend to cuss once in a while.
No,
so.
I don't. I don't cuss once in a while.
I cuss a lot.
Almost everything that comes out of my mouth
is a cuss. But going back to what you're saying though, you haven't gone back since what was it? January
26th.
Yeah, so you remember that.
It was the was it the Chinese New Year?
Oh,
it was
that's right.
Where you test all the foods.
Oh, that's right.
I was in line. Yeah. I was in line with Susie.
You and Susie, and Susie is his sister. Susie's my wife. They were in line at.
That's when I found out that Kobe died when I was in line.
Damn.
Yeah, that was the last time I went. But let's just be depressed that Disney has closed. I don't want to go back to the Kobe thing.
Yeah, I don't want to think about Kobe. But that's the last time he went. I think that I went sometime maybe in February. Because I know that they were already speaking about closing down the park. And I think... Oh, no. I remember now. Susie and I's anniversary. The anniversary weekend, beginning of March is the last time we went.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we went... Because then we went before that day...
Yeah.
That I went... We went to the... Didn't we go to the Food and Wine?
They went to the Food... No, the Food and Wine was about to start.
No, it was about to close.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Damn.
But I haven't enjoyed. But see, that's the thing. When I went with Susie, it was I didn't go to Disneyland.
You guys went to California Adventure.
Yeah, I was in California Adventure.
That's crazy. Well, that's how long it's been since both Eric and I have been back to the parks. It's difficult, and we've been trying to find solace in a lot of different things. Speaking about Disney is always making us laugh. And if you guys don't know, Eric has an Instagram, and he was taking a lot of pictures at Disneyland back before this whole thing started. I had my own little, vlog channel on YouTube. It did okay. I just did it for my personal well-being. You know what I mean? Like how you take pictures, like you just love to take pictures. I just love to talk about Disneyland and do whatever. You know what I mean? But now we had come and made this podcast. to see who would listen. You know, we are really crazy about anything nostalgia when it comes to Disney. So we were thinking of speaking about one of the nicer things that isn't not necessarily, you know, I don't remember. I don't know if you have, Eric, but I never went to DCA when it first was open.
No, I didn't go. The first time I went to DCA was with an ex-girlfriend. We went to, I think it was just, when did they remodel it?
See,
or when did they redo it?
This is because I never went.
Well, I didn't go when it just opened, though. I didn't go, but even when I went that time, it was like real quick. I remember it had the Tron stuff, the was it Tron Legacy?
Okay, so that movie came out.
They were promoting,
years ago.
but we just walked in and out, and that was it. Like we didn't do anything in DCA.
And I didn't go to DCA until it was redone and all that stuff. So I never seen all the old stuff.
So I didn't actually really see DCA because remember you guys bought me that ticket for that 24 hours.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Back in the struggle days.
Yeah, the struggle days.
And then, but we didn't go to DCA because it was only for Disneyland.
Yeah, it was only for Disneyland, which is fine because we had a good time that day. We almost made I didn't make the whole 24 hours. We took a little break and then we went back and then.
Because when we went again in 2015, that's when I saw DCA.
And
when you guys got me that ticket too.
The struggle days.
And that's when I got my pass too.
That's when you got your pass.
But speaking of getting passes,
yeah.
When did you get your pass?
Okay, so and I remember this because I was dating your sister at this time. At this time, it was back, I believe, in 2015. For some of you mouse heads know that there's Dapper Day at Disneyland. It's when you kind of dress up. They do it like once in the spring and once in the fall. And I had remembered that. I was super excited about it, and I had gotten a room at the Disneyland Hotel. And I invited your sister. Your sister said no because I think we were still dating. I understand she was like trying to take it slow. So I was like, great, cool, no worries. And I remember I met up with a few.
She was like, I just
met you because actually
I just met you 20 minutes ago.
We started dating in like July.
Slow down, bro.
Yeah, we met in July, and then now we were barely in, I think, the earliest September. So it was the first week of September, the first weekend of September in 2015. We went down. I met up with a friend of mine, and it was her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. And we're like, yeah, it's cool. And then I just thought about it, and I was already working pretty good at that time. I was doing a lot of home health. I'm an actual nurse. So I was going from one place to another. And so I was doing well, especially if I got a room for myself at Disneyland Hotel, So I was like, you know what? I think I want to come more often. And I made that decision that day when I bought my ticket to the Dapper Day thing that I ended up purchasing my first passport, which I think was a SoCal Select one. I don't think they haven't been offering that one for a long time now, but it was SoCal and then SoCal Select. No. Which one's the cheapy one first? Is SoCal or SoCal Select? I don't even know. But it's the second one up at that time.
I don't know. I never got them.
Yeah, he did. So I had that one, and it was okay because I had a few Sundays and a couple of days. So that one, that was my first one. And then it's okay. So let's say 5 years now that I've had it almost.
Oh, so you got it in 2015 also?
Yeah, 2015.
So yeah, I got my pass when we went. Was it December when you guys got me that ticket?
No, oh my gosh. Dude, no, let's rewind back. It wasn't 2015. I've been dating your sister
since 2014.
The end of 2013.
Oh yeah, because you guys came.
So it was September of 2013.
So I met you in November of 2013. Yeah.
So yeah, okay, 7 years I've had the pass now.
Wow, you forgot when you even dated her.
Yeah.
Wow. You better hope she doesn't. You better hope she doesn't support the podcast.
I was thinking of the 2015 thing. You had me in my head. So 2013, the end of 2013 is when I had my first pass. And then actually that November is when I bought your sister's pass.
And then
the first time.
Then with the ticket you guys got me,
in 2015.
I used that as that as my down payment for my first pass.
Yeah.
I think it was a deluxe. I think.
Yeah, it was a deluxe. Yeah, it was a deluxe.
I remember when I heard that University got a pass, and I was like, why the hell would they get a pass to Disneyland. Like they're gonna get bored of it. It's so dumb. Why? For what?
And
What
that's
a
the
waste.
thing. That's the thing is a lot of people don't understand that.
Thinking about it now and then, how I'm like, dang, like I keep getting it, and then I'm like obsessed with it and stuff.
And when it comes to
I watch all the videos.
Yeah, when it comes to renewing time, I don't even care anymore. Like I really want it. Like I'll actually like, oh, do I really want to buy this or do I want to keep my pass? And most of the time, 100% of the time, I want to keep my pass.
Well, from 2015 till now, there was that one. I think it was 2017 that I didn't have it. It expired, and we were struggling again.
Yeah,
and I didn't get it, and then I started working again, and then I didn't have the pass. But I remember I was so bummed out. Yeah. Because I'm you know me, I'm like a homebody. I don't really like going out and stuff like that. Yeah. And then that's when I started. I'm like, man, I really miss Disneyland. And
and that's cool because that's the cool thing about the pass is that even if it wasn't like Susie, it was like even you and I would go and meet up there. And a couple years ago, before
we had our bro date.
We had our bro date. we
went through Tom Sawyer Island. We were like, that was cool. Cruising the whole time, just chilling.
That day, so we had a bro date. We went to Tom Sawyer Island, and okay, so I'm in my late 30s. Okay. And I know most of the people are like, ooh, okay, yes, I'm in my older 30s. Okay,
people are going to be like, first of all, I'm 31 now. We're two grown men that miss Disneyland. That are going to Disneyland. But it's okay.
It's all right. It's okay.
There's people in their 70s at the park. And
like that guy, that clapper guy.
But they're
I forget
also,
what his name is, but yeah.
But they're also with significant others. And I'm just there crying in the corner somewhere.
No. But that day was so cool because... Okay, even when I was younger and I went to go with my parents, we had never gone on the raft to go to, well, at that time I believe it was still Tom Sawyer's Island. Because now they have another name for it. I think it's Pirate's Lair or whatever. But
Tony, when you were over there, it wasn't even Disneyland yet. It was orange. It was Orange Street.
I'm only 8 years older than you.
Walt hadn't even seen it yet.
But so yes. Going back to when I was in my younger days and my mom and dad would always take us, I think during the times where they would have like, the tickets for sale and stuff like that for Southern California residents or whatever. We never, ever went on that island in the middle. Never have. The whole time since I, was born until that day that I went with you, that was cool because... That was a cool experience.
You had already been on it before that, though, right?
No, I have never been on
that was the first time you went on the island?
That was the first time I went on the island. I went on with you.
I remember that day we went, and we went to the restroom that was there.
Yeah.
And it was in the morning, and we're like, damn, we could just come here. Because it was so, peaceful. It's a one...
Nobody was there. And
it's a restroom for one person.
One person.
And we were just like, yo, I'll guard you, you guard me.
Yeah.
Take care of everything.
Use the restroom.
Yeah.
And I think that day that, we saw the waterfalls over on
island. We saw Jack Sparrow was there. Remember?
Yeah. And he was talking to some kids. So that was really cool. And then we got, the perfect shot. Remember? We had the perfect shot lined up where the canoe was coming by, and then the train was coming by, and the Mark Twain was coming by. And you got that perfect shot on your camera, and I got the perfect shot on the vlog when I was taping. So that was really, really cool because everything that was nostalgic about that area was right there in that one shot. The train, the Mark Twain, and the canoes were passing by. So that was really, really cool.
And that was something rare for us because it was summertime and... Oh, yeah. We actually walked around.
And there's a lot more shade there. There's a lot more shade on Tom Sawyer Island at that time. So many trees, and it was the water, I think, just everything.
You go into the
caves?
The caves. Did it scare you? Yeah. What scared you?
It was I think it was the treasure the treasure kind of like the zombie thing that just kind of pops up.
Yeah, because I remember something scary.
Like if you touch it or something, and then it comes up, and I was like, "Whoa, shit!" I remember.
I was dying. Oh, you remember? I took one picture that was really nice from there. When we were coming out of the cave, and you see the I think you see the Matterhorn.
Yeah.
And so it was really nice.
It's on the east side of the cave that kind of looks at like Big Thunder, but you can see you can see the Matterhorn in the background. That's a really good shot because it's like coming out of the cave, and you see like the brightness, and you see like the Matterhorn. That was really cool. That was a really cool shot. But yeah, that's what's cool about having the pass is that. is that
You go and just have an adventure that involves almost no rides.
no rides.
Yeah.
I don't think we
'Cause
even went on that ride.
because even after, when I had my, because when you guys got me that ticket to go that time, I remember Susie texted me and they're like, oh, so we could go. I'm like, all right, I guess. Like, I was like, it's cool, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's whatever. But like, whenever I'm going to go somewhere, I have to look up I mean, I went to Disneyland as a kid.
Right.
We grew up in Santa Ana. So we could hear the fireworks,
Right.
And I have memories of Disneyland when I was a kid with my my mom and my grandma and my aunts. But I always liked it, but it was like, I think I was grown and I was like, I don't know, I was depressed or something. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But I ended up going, but before I went, I remember the night before, I think the night or 2 nights before, I started looking at all these videos on YouTube
Right.
of Disneyland. And that's where I ended up finding out Fresh Baked, Adam the Woo, Justin Scarred.
Yeah.
I think it was just them that I found out. But the videos that got me like excited were, it wasn't so much that they were just walking in Disneyland. It was the history videos.
Right.
All the history videos
Especially
got me
Justin Scarred had a lot
I
of
love
them, yeah.
I love like history is really interesting to me.
Same.
So I ended up seeing Disneyland more like a museum.
Right.
More than just like a theme park. Because I don't go there for like, because I want a roller coaster. It was
Right.
more because Walt Disney was there, and it was like, and it's also not that I was like obsessed with because there's a shitload of Disney movies I've never seen.
Oh yeah.
Or don't care about. I've never even seen Mulan.
Yeah, no.
I haven't seen a whole.
Mulan, but-
It's more the just the part. It's the history.
The history of the park in general.
Because then I end up thinking like, because you know how my dad always talks about that he lived there for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And then and that they sent him a letter kicking him out of the apartments because Disneyland was gonna move up.
Oh, that's right.
And then he's like, how is Disneyland gonna move up here? It's so far away. And then he's after we took him and he's like, wow, it's huge. I'm like, yeah, and they own like different properties around here.
Yeah. And it's funny, like all the property that they own around that whole Anaheim area, it's crazy. They own a lot.
And Anaheim and them don't get along. But yeah, and then so that ended up getting me excited.
Yeah.
And I think when we went, it was just something that made me like kind of. Susie was like, "Oh, I'll get it." But before that, I think Susie and me really weren't hanging out anymore.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I ended up getting the pass and why I loved it, because I think me and Susie have always been close.
Yeah.
And I think that got us so close because I feel like. Neither of us has been to Walt Disney World, but I feel like it's very, very touristy over there.
Yeah.
I think because this park is so small, and then I don't know, but I feel like there's more pass holders.
Yeah.
I
think
feel
there
like
is.
it's more like a club.
Right. Exactly. It's true. Yeah. And I
So
believe that a lot.
you feel it because because in the years that I've had, it was like 5 years that I've had the pass. There's like little things I know, and then people that I know like usually ask me like, oh, where do I go for this and that, and then so you feel like you know like a little bit more things. But then there's people that have been pass holders for like 20, 30 years or whatever, so they know way more stuff than me.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
But it's exciting, and I think that excited me about it.
And just walking around, just like knowing that what certain parts of the park were not there before, and walking through the areas that are still there.
Because I
like
was
now.
seeing, what was I seeing? I think I was seeing like an old Fresh Baked video, and then I was seeing, I don't know if it was one of your videos, and then like a picture of mine, a video that I took, and even like the changes from then, because they had the Big Thunder barbecue.
Yeah, I think
And that's
we
gone.
did that walk.
Because
Yeah,
I remember we
walkthrough.
knew that we were just saying Star Wars sign at the time.
Yeah,
It was
we were saying
Galaxy's
Star Wars.
Edge.
Like, we didn't know it was gonna be about
But
two.
and there wasn't even I don't even think there was concept art yet. It was just
No.
that it was just announced that they
we
were
already
having,
knew they were gonna close.
But yeah, we had it was. I never even got to go to Big Thunder Barbecue. But
Oh,
I went to the
missed
farm. Was it the farm? Like
yeah, the
penny?
farm where the goats and stuff were at.
Yeah, because I remember we went like almost. It was almost gonna be like the last day that it was there, and it was like it was kind of sad because it's like.
Yeah.
And I don't think as a kid we never went there though. I never went there. Then not until that time.
Yeah, I didn't partake too much in that until I was older too. Like I went to eat, and it was another Dapper Day. Actually, I think it was a year after. No, it was actually the same one. So the same day where I got my pass for Dapper Day. I ended up going to that barbecue, and that barbecue, I'll be honest with you, was really, really good. It was all you can eat, and they'd bring you like buckets, like literally buckets.
I feel like there's some food in Disneyland that's not good, but just because you feel
The
like
magic.
Yeah.
It's the magic of Disneyland.
Magically,
No, but it was
they
good though.
magically
It
take
was
your
good
money.
though. The ribs were really soft. And I remember the dinner one was different than the lunch one because I think the dinner one had another meat that you can have. So like
Chicken?
if I remember correctly, yeah. So it was chicken, ribs, and I believe it was hot link, the baked beans, and then the coleslaw and the cornbread. And then all you can drink, whatever. But of course, you didn't want to drink so much because you wanted to eat a lot. But dude, and I'm sorry, they're bringing buckets. Like it's a bucket full of meat, and a bucket full of coleslaw, a bucket full of beans, and dude, it was really, really good. And it was worth it. And it was like I think for a pass holder at that time, well, at least for my pass, I didn't have the good one yet. I think I spent it was like 20 something, 25 or $26. But dude, it was amazing. It was so cool. I think it was my friend and her daughter and my mom actually went to this Dapper Day, and we just enjoyed it. We enjoyed the food. And then there's a guy that was I think it's some cowboy guy. I forgot what his name was. Don't butcher me out. You know, I know the Disney people that do know his name, but there was this one guy who used to play, and there was a stage. And maybe every hour or so, every 30 minutes, he'd like play a couple songs and then he'd leave and then come back. And then I remember they had that little stage area behind it too. They would do shows back there, but mostly where the barbecue was, it was just legit. It was really good food. It sucks that you didn't have a chance, but then that same day though, when we checked that whole area out, we saw where the goats were and the donkeys, and it just sucked. It really did suck just to see that they were going to close that. I know that Disneyland has to evolve. It's evolved so much, even since you and I have become pass holders. It's evolved.
Yeah,
so
the Rivers
much.
of America.
Yeah,
that was
it's not the same route.
Galaxy's
no more.
Edge. Pixar Pier.
No Pixar Pier. Yeah, it's just changed so much.
It's fun. I think that's fun because then we're part of the history.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
It. And we have our, there's stuff that's pretty much almost the same from when it opened in, 1955.
Yeah.
So
and that's the parts that I actually still like to enjoy, like walking by and walking through.
Yeah.
Those areas that are still there. Like I know Fantasyland had changed. It's not the same.
Are you more excited about the part of thinking of the future, or are you more about the nostalgia and the past?
I think just like how we talked about, I think I still love the history, and I hope that the nostalgia part of Disneyland doesn't go away too much. I know there's a lot of parts in the park that are still there. I know that, if I remember correctly, Pirates was not one of the first rides there. And Pirates is definitely one of my first and favorite rides. And I remember when I was a little kid, it scared the hell out of me. But we'll get back to that. But from the original stuff...
Pirates wasn't original, though.
I know what I'm saying. From the original stuff, that wasn't one of them.
I think a lot of the stuff that's original isn't there.
Isn't there anymore. Other than just maybe
Main Street, but there's no attraction there.
There's no attractions there.
But I think with Jungle... the Jungle Cruise, I think, just celebrated 65 years.
Yeah, but it wasn't there when it opened. The Tiki Room was, though, right?
No, I don't know if it ran the first day they were there, but it opened in 55. Like, I think it opened in August of 55. I don't know, something like that.
And
but
the carousel was there?
It is one of the originals because it's in the Disneyland like TV show when they were making.
I know. I think the carousel was there. I think Autopia was there.
I think they changed it a lot. Too.
They did change it a lot, though.
There's some rides that I think were there, but then they changed them.
Yeah, the way that they were. Like, I don't know if you've seen like some old
Peter Pan?
Pictures. Peter Pan.
And Cinderella.
Cinderella.
So I know some of them. I was seeing some videos, and they had I guess people were confused because they wouldn't see the characters.
Yeah.
But I think it was supposed to be you're seeing the things like in the perspective of the character.
The perspective of the characters.
But people were like, "Nah, man, you better Cinderella better be here.
Yeah.
We got some problems." They're like, I don't want to. Nah.
Yeah, but
My kids want to see this chick over here.
yeah,
You better put her.
where she- Yeah, no, but I'm like, I think I'm just kind of like in the same sense like you. I love the nostalgia. I love the history of Disney.
Yeah, I'm mostly. I know it. People don't like because I think Walt Disney always said that it always changes and stuff. But
yeah.
I could say that's what I want. But to be honest, if I'm gonna be very honest, the park cannot change anymore, and I'd be happy. Like
Yeah.
I would not be upset
Yeah.
with it. Like DCA could be the way it is. I mean, finish the
that's what I was thinking,
finish the
too.
Marvel land.
Yeah, finish the Marvel land,
If either
and-
finish the Marvel land or leave it how it
Yeah.
was before. I don't care.
Yeah.
But Disneyland, the actual Disneyland park, it could stay the same, or and I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to
See,
make
that's
the
the thing,
future.
though, is
Because what is there
Disneyland-
to change?
Yeah,
Besides
there isn't.
Tomorrowland is the only one that
Yeah,
has-
I was exactly what I was going to say. Tomorrowland needs to change. Out of everything, I would say that.
Yeah, but it's just so hard. I don't know how they would even change it. You can't.
Can you even make it like
changes.
the movie? Like, did you see the movie?
I like the movie.
Okay, the movie I like.
I love
too.
the movie. I know people. It didn't do good, but I
liked
loved
the movie,
it.
though.
Well, we went to Big Bear. We saw it. Remember?
Yeah. And I like that movie a lot. And I don't know if they would do able to do that concept of it.
Because they had the what is Small World at
Yeah,
the
that
World's
was
Fair.
cool.
Yeah.
Anything that I see that like okay, so that's that movie. What's the other movie? The one where it was Walt Disney and P.L. Travers with the whole
Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah, Saving Mr.
Yeah.
Banks. When I saw the nostalgia Disney, like when he drove his
his car.
Lincoln
Yeah.
and he drove the car into the front gate.
And you don't see DCA.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's one of the things. We have a picture of
the parking lot.
yeah, the parking lot when I was
And
a
I remember
kid,
that.
and I think Susie and my grandma are walking out, and I'm like, I can already tell I'm mad that we're leaving, like for the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, because me and my mom would always be fighting because we both have an attitude, and she would always be like, I would have my shoulders down,
Yeah.
and you can already tell I'm mad, and you see the parking lot.
See, like for me, I remember because we're from humble beginnings. My mom and my dad, like they were were not rich, so we didn't eat at the park. We never ate at the park.
Tortas all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys know what tortas are? They're like Mexican sandwiches, pretty much, just a different type of
Susie
bread.
knows what.
Okay, if Susie's
torta-
listening, okay, so Susie knows what they are.
Oh, in case somebody stumbled
Just in case
by.
somebody's still listening, okay? Tortas are like Mexican sandwiches. And we would either have those, or my mom and dad would make us bean and cheese burritos.
No, we didn't have burgers. We just had
And
tortas.
they would put them in aluminum foil. And what we do is, since we had a camper, the camper was parked in the parking lot. So we would like leave Disneyland, take the tram to the area where our car was parked. And that parking lot was literally where DCA is right now. And I don't know most of you guys know that, but it's right there. And I remember just being able to walk to the car. We had a camper, old Chevy truck, and it had a camper in it. And we would sit inside the camper and eat our freaking bean and cheese burritos or our tortas.
Wait, why were you in the camper? They let you eat it inside.
I don't know. My mom and dad never wanted to bring
I remember
food
we
inside.
took the food inside and we just leave it in the locker.
I think my mom and dad would always be scared. They were like, nah, we don't want to get told anything. So
think Mickey's gonna come and arrest you.
Come on, you can buy something.
You better go
Buy
buy.
something, suckers.
You better buy a hamburger for me.
No. Hell no, dude. They were scared. They were scared. Like, nah, I don't
You
want to
think
get
that's
told
why we
anything.
always get the food from there?
Yeah, I think so now.
I was seeing one of those, that show, The Magic Journeys.
Yeah.
The couple, and I think they did like a Q&A, and they were like, yeah, we didn't. I think the guy, he was like, yeah. So I don't know his name, but it was like,
What's his name?
It's like
Mick V
His
or
name's
Mick V
Miguel.
or Mick V? Yeah, it's Miguel, I think.
But
V.
yeah, I think he was saying, because they never really talk about like those stuff, like their real life.
Yeah.
The only, and I think he was saying how they would go and they wouldn't eat when he was a kid. They wouldn't eat there. They would he said they eat tortas de aguacate.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we weren't that broke.
Yeah, avocado torta.
I mean, the torta would have avocado, but it had like
yeah.
some ham or something. But I remember at that time I liked a sandwich of hot dogs.
Yeah.
And they would take me that all the time.
You just get
And
the
that's
hot
what
sand-
but I would
the
still
hot
be
dog in
bummed
half.
out because I remember they used to have a show where they have a Making the Magical Map.
Yeah.
I think they used to have a show with Beauty and the Beast.
Oh god, I never seen.
Like right there, and I think and they have like right there where they sell the food right there.
Yeah.
They I remember I always remember they had like pizza and stuff. I'm like, and we were gonna watch that show. And we're like, oh, I want some of that food. My mom would be like, hell,
No,
my mom
I don't have the money for that.
No.
No.
Yeah, even if she had the money. If, my mom could be filthy rich and she would not spend money on it. I mean, she ain't like that. Like she makes her own food. You know,
Yeah,
my mom loves
yeah,
it.
my mom's the same way. She never
cooking.
literally liked to
and
go
she's a
out.
picky eater.
Yeah.
So she's
My
just
dad
gonna be
is too.
she's just
Oh
gonna be
my God, my
criticizing
dad
all
is
their
too.
food.
Yeah, my dad's all, if it doesn't have salsa, I don't want it. It's like, what the hell, Dad?
No,
like,
yeah.
he's
I've
like,
had to talk
anything
with your dad.
sweet. So he doesn't like barbecue. He just eats something with salsa.
Yeah, he
It's
was like,
no.
yeah, I don't want your barbecue.
No, I don't want that barbecue.
It's not spicy.
But you know what? Going back to that video that you said that you saw the Q&A with them, they even said, though, that the Disneyland food game has, like, stepped up a lot, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's because of all the vloggers.
Yeah.
Because they know it's gonna get. I seen the vloggers. You remember?
you
you weren't
saw
there.
one.
You weren't there.
I
I
wasn't there with
I'm
you
not gonna
guys.
say who it was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who, but it let me down. I can see you like, and they kept. It was at Hungry Bear.
Yeah.
And they had like the food, and the managers and people from Hungry Bear were bringing him the food.
Right.
They knew him already.
Yeah.
He didn't. I don't think he paid for any of it. They just
Damn.
bring it to him, and he had his iPhone like just in front of him to
Yeah.
record, or her. I don't know.
You already said him.
And it was so weird. But I mean, it's his hustle. I'm like, who cares?
You can't knock the hustle. You can't,
I mean,
you
if
can't
he's gonna
knock the
be true,
game.
but at the same time, I was saying like, I don't know. He says everything's good. Then, like, I can't believe him. You gotta say something's whack.
Yeah.
Not
exactly.
everything's good. Like, just because I love Disney, that doesn't mean I think.
He's really optimistic.
Yeah,
He's really happy.
Some of that stuff was not, or her. A lot of those
Either one.
Disney people are very peppy.
Yeah, very
I think
peppy.
I'm not one.
I'm more peppy between both of us. I can tell, but I mean, you're more of the just chill, cool.
No,
relaxed
I
guy.
just talk a lot of you know, in a loving way.
Yeah, the loving way.
I tease Tony a lot, but it's always in a
Tony
loving,
loving way. It's
If I
always
don't
a
like
loving
you, I'm not gonna talk. You know, a lot of but I just won't talk to you at all. If I love you, I'm gonna joke around a lot. I'm very like, what do they call it? Busting balls back in
Busting
the day.
balls, yeah.
That's how I am. That's in a loving way.
Now, going back to the food,
Yeah.
is there a food though that you can remember from when we were young that you had at the park?
They didn't buy me anything.
And not even the popcorn?
I don't remember the popcorn. What did they buy?
I think the only thing that my mom and dad would always buy us was the popcorn. And the popcorn was still good at that time too.
But remember, right now I'm a big fella now, but
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then I was skinny. I didn't really eat.
You
like
didn't really
that.
even care. You
But
just wanted to be
I
in the
didn't.
park.
I don't remember the food. I don't think they bought me.
I think
anything.
the only two things that I can remember ever my parents buying us during Disney. I'm an only child anyways, but buying me, my mom, my dad was churros and the popcorn, and that was it. No pretzels, no corn dogs, no
maybe they bought
restaurant
me a
sit
churro,
down.
but I don't really remember that.
I had all the food after until I got my pass. That's when I was able to enjoy the food that they have there now. I never ever had a sit down restaurant food until I was in my 30s.
I would a liar.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Your parents spoiled you.
No, they never spoiled me. We never ever ate at Disneyland. Ever ate at Disneyland.
But you never
until
had
I
sit
paid
down
it
until you were
myself.
30.
Until my 30s. I want to be honest with you. I have never went to Denny's. Not even the whole Disney topic, but I had never went to Denny's until I was probably in my early 20s.
We hardly ever eat at sit down restaurants. My mom would never want to take us.
Same thing.
We would go, but we would go.
Yeah.
Like we went. Well, that's kind of. But I mean, we went to Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they had video games and stuff.
Yeah, but that's it though.
But like we really, because it was mostly because she was picky.
Yeah.
But anyways, at the park I didn't have anything.
Nah.
As a kid, I don't remember any of it.
Not
I
even
don't,
a
I don't
churro?
remember. I can't remember. I don't think so.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, and that's the thing though, is that we never ever. I think I got one pair of ears.
I never had ears.
I had a pair of the ones with my name.
I don't know if I ever wanted them though.
Oh, okay. I always wanted one because I always wanted to be like, oh, I could have it as a souvenir and leave it in my room and stuff like that. Because again, Disneyland was always, it was a luxury for us, dude. We never ever went. Maybe once a year, not even that. Maybe once every 2 years at the most.
Did we ever tell you when they took us and they made us wave bye to the stupid
Julie
park?
told me that story one time.
That we were. I was like maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And we were passing by the park, and we were with my aunts and my mom, and they're like, "Oh, there's Disneyland." You know, we're passing by. We're like, "Oh, wow, it's Disneyland."
Yeah.
And they're like, wave bye to it. I don't know.
Why?
Why is that waving bye to a park? Like it's gonna wave back. We were like, bye,
Bye.
And then we went to the park. Like, oh. And when we were growing, we're like, why do we wave? We're so dumb.
But it's just one of those things that we do. Like, even as Disney fans now, like, being at the park, dude, just being on the Mark Twain. Honestly, if I'm at the Hungry Bear and I see the freaking Mark Twain pass by, I'm waving to people walking by.
It was different back then though, because I remember that back then you still went in through the actual front.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Now you got to go through the whole the parking structure or wherever,
or take the bus.
So
in.
it's like the surprise is kind of ruined.
Yeah, it's gone definitely more resort-y, but I think out of both parks in the United States, like you said, I think Disneyland still holds on to its legacy of being very homey, very. And I think even a lot of the vloggers and people that we've seen, they've said it before. Like they see the difference. The magnitude of size is already one thing between the ones in Florida and the one here.
Oh, this is that little baby.
Yeah, it's a little baby
But
park.
it just has a lot of.
There's just something here. It's something.
I've never been there, so it's like maybe somebody over there would be like, "Oh, this is amazing."
I've had family that have gone and they said that it was amazing, and I think it's just because of there's
the size and then
size
how
of
many
it so much
parks do they have?
Two.
3 or 4?
There's 4, I think. It's the Magic Kingdom, it's Epcot, Animal Kingdom. Oh, and Hollywood Studios.
Oh yeah.
So they have those 4.
But it's like I don't know. I think when I see videos of all that space, I'm not really jealous of the space.
No.
Because either way, it's packed.
It's the feeling that you get.
Well, maybe it's because I'm like stuck on the history.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
He thought about this park, but didn't even touch it.
Well, actually, no, I don't think it's. No, I was thinking maybe I'm just jealous and I'm just hating. But no, because one of the parks I really would want to go to is Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, that's when we've talked about that
so nice.
Plenty of times. That we would love to go.
And
there.
I think it's a small park, isn't it? I don't know. I think Hong Kong is really little.
They said it's bigger than Hong Kong, but it's not that big. But
the castle looks really nice.
There's 2 parks in the Paris one. They have their own Hollywood studio one, and
Tokyo Disney is like one of the it's probably the best themed ones.
Yeah, because they have the Tokyo.
But see, the only thing about
whatever.
those, like a lot of the parks that are not in the States, is a lot of them are mostly owned by that country.
Yeah. Like even the Disneyland Paris was until recently when Disney bought their share back.
Oh, they did.
So now Disney owns that park.
But I know like Tokyo, but the thing about Tokyo, they're not stingy about the money.
No,
they want the best of the best.
Out there.
That's what I heard. When I think it was the Imagineering. Documentary. They say like, hey, they did. Yeah, like Tokyo did not skimp out on the company. I forgot what the company is, but they're like, they wanted the best of the best.
Yeah, and you could tell they really put a lot of because it's funny, like their Tokyo Disney by the sea or whatever. It's kind of like
I don't know about being in the water though.
Yeah, like they have this like it looks like half Epcot because I guess you're walking through like port cities, but it's not cities, it's countries. So it's like port countries. So it's like a combination of like Epcot and like maybe like the Magic Kingdom putting together, but it's like all nautical, all ocean, all you know. But it looks amazing. Though.
Yeah, but I don't get I don't know about. Maybe it's because Florida scares me because I see a lot of
the alligators.
Alligators, Florida man, this infamous Florida man and woman scares me. Because if I hear like about one on the, hearing all of them on TV and stuff about Florida man and Florida woman.
No,
imagine being in a whole state with Florida man and Florida woman. There's
and
Florida children over there. There's Florida old people.
Always hear
it's
things
scary.
about it. Plus the humidity. Like the other day, I was thinking, I was driving out the house. Now we're in Southern California, and it was literally 105 degrees outside.
But it's more dry here.
But I was looking at the humidity; it's only 17%. When you're looking at like Florida, it's probably like somewhere in the 80% range. Like as you're walking in water.
Dude, did you see when they opened all the people vlogging about it and everybody's like dripping sweat?
Yeah.
Dude, I sweat in like 70-degree weather. What do you think was going to happen? I'm going to pass out.
I don't know. Like, I want to go, but I feel like I'd rather go to Disneyland Paris first before I go there.
I don't know, but I mean, I'd rather the park here opens. And
oh, I know, man. I miss it a lot. I do miss it
I
a lot.
haven't even been to downtown Disney.
There was like Facebook always shows you memories and stuff. Well, there's a lot of memories of like, your sister and I like going on date nights because We used to live in Anaheim, literally
Like real close. That's when it was
5 minutes.
nice.
That's when it was cool.
Because we could make it. We would be able to make it at Bro
rope
Drop,
drop.
like every time we wanted to go.
Every time.
And then if we got tired, just go back because
Yeah.
it was on Ball Road.
We could go to the house, take a lunch, and then go back.
Take a nap.
Take a nap.
Yeah, I remember we would just go back at
and
night
then go back
and
at
just see the
night.
fireworks and
Oh
stuff.
my god, I missed that.
Or you see the fireworks from your apartment.
Yeah.
I think I have some videos. Like
Every night you can see the fireworks. They were literally 5 minutes from the park. We were on the northeast side.
if you weren't lazy like me, you pretty much could walk to the park.
I could have. But
But I mean, and it is a walk, but it's like you
I
could.
already had the pass where they had free parking, so
Yeah,
I was like, I'd take
but I
advantage
mean,
of
it was like right there. You just drive and you're there.
I could at that time Uber was already starting, I think, so I could have taken an Uber there. But
You took an Uber one time, didn't you?
Yeah, I did take an Uber one time. I even took the bus one time.
No,
That was
I
really
can't
cool.
do that.
Yeah, no, but the buses in
man.
Orange County aren't too bad. They aren't too bad. They were clean, and I was right down the street from the
You're shanked with a clean knife.
clean night. I know it's at least not
Outside,
dirty.
once
At
you
least
get
it's not dirty.
once you get a little bit far from the park, it gets sketchy.
It gets sketchy. North Anaheim's not that nice, but the Anaheim resort area it has a lot more hotels, so it's usually okay when you're walking around that area. But the whole southeastern side by Disneyland, there's a bunch of new apartments. They take advantage of it because literally right down the street is Angel Stadium where the Anaheim Angels play. So of course they have to have that whole area all nice and pretty. So Anaheim tries to keep it all nice and nice. But yeah, man, I miss it. I miss being able to just go down to Disneyland,
just
and
walk.
come back. And yeah,
It's not even if I don't get on a ride, I would like to just walk around and just. Sometimes we would just people watch.
yeah. I remember just being able to sit by the partner statue, and then just watch people come in and out.
Or something we're like, oh, let's go eat there. And we
Yeah.
would go to Plaza Inn.
The Plaza Inn or Jolly Holiday was cool too. Jolly Holiday with those really good grilled cheeses. Oh my god,
I
yeah.
miss it. Just
Yeah, man, I miss it. And that's the main focal point of making this podcast.
It's like therapy.
It's therapy for both of us, talking about not necessarily what's going on now, just the nostalgia of Disney, and talking about just
sometimes
the
you
memories
want to,
that we have.
because sometimes I want to meet people that like it how I do.
Yeah.
And they won't think I'm weird.
And I think, have you met anybody at your work that like Disney just as much as you do?
Well, I went with my friend from work before we had a bro date there.
Yeah, I remember that.
We went and that's when I got my pass again.
Right.
Then me and him. He first hit me up. He's like, "Hey, let's go eat at Downtown Disney." And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "I don't know if I get too close over there, I might get the pass." And we went to eat at what's the Italian spot? The pizza
Napoli.
place? Yeah, we went there. And then he wanted to like upgrade. He's like, "Let's just see the prices." I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting too close." And then I ended up getting. And then we walked to. I remember we walked to. Where did we go? We went to DCA.
All right.
And that's when we went. That's the first time I ever gone on the Mickey's Fun Wheel.
How was that?
Dude, I almost threw up. It was so bad. Because we got on the ones that we got on the
rocking
swing
ones.
Yeah. And then there was a dad and his two kids and his boy and his little girl. The girl, I think, was throwing up in the little bag.
Oh no!
And it kept moving. I'm like, bro, if this thing goes again one more time, I'm going to. I don't get nauseous.
Yeah.
I don't get nauseous. Like this thing was. Me and him were like laughing because it was so uncomfortable.
It was so uncomfortable.
And I was like, what's going on? And then from there, I don't know why I decided to go. We should go to Mickey Sky School.
Yeah.
And then from there we went to Guardians. Was it Guardians yet? Yeah, I think it was
Guardians was already there. Yeah.
Yeah, Guardians was already there. And we went on that. That's where I had my my son.
Oh yeah, he was holding your hand, right?
There was a random kid. He was, I don't know if he was alone, but he looked like he was like middle school age.
Yeah.
And like I was so excited to be on the ride. And every time it kept going up and down like crazy. This dude I kept trying to put my hands up because I was all happy.
Yeah.
And this kid kept holding on to me and hugging me. I was like, oh, let me go. What are you doing? I don't even know you, kid. And I have the picture of it, and he's next to me. He's like, it looked like he's smiling, like, "Hey, it's me and Dad." He's like,
he bestowed you as his like parental at that
who is
moment.
this kid?
He's
Why is
random
nobody
ass
with
kid.
him? But like, from
I've never
work,
been to that fun wheel. I've never been, and every time I go by it, Susie doesn't want to go on it. I think because she's been on it before.
I know, but if you get on the one that doesn't swing, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I went on the one that swings.
I want to go on the one that doesn't swing just to try it because I never even tried it at all.
But
I mean, I like I like Ferris wheels. They're fun as long as they're safe.
But the one that I don't think there's anybody. I don't know anybody that likes it as much as me.
I've been lucky, and
There's people. Oh, actually, there's a couple people that have passes at work, but I've never gone with them because they don't. I don't work actually with them.
Yeah.
But I talk to them, and
do they work like another section of the warehouse or something?
Yeah, they work in another part, but I know them. But maybe one day we'll go, but it goes down, so I can't go.
I've been offered a couple of it's before COVID, of course. A couple of the nurses that I work with have the passes, and they're actually excited about this podcast, and I'm hoping they're listening. If you are listening, I really do appreciate it. Excuse me. Sorry. But we discussed about it, and they're like, oh my gosh, I think everybody just misses Disney in general, and they want to at least be a part of something that's about it. So that's why this podcast does help, I think, as a therapy for a lot of people that are wanting to listen to hear about, we will get to other things about Disneyland, but I think as a intro to this podcast, a little bit about Eric and I, just missing the park and talking about it is a good way for a lot of us to express how much we miss it, and we're hoping that eventually they do open up pretty dang soon. I mean, a lot of, they opened downtown Disney, and I'm hoping that we're just a skip and a throw away from the freaking rest of the park opening.
It's getting kind of scary because we're already getting close to fall, and I don't know how it's gonna.
I know, and then the numbers of the coronavirus keeps it going up a lot, and or maybe I shouldn't even call it, the C word. Let's just the virus is sucking balls right now, and it's I'm not gonna try to be political or nothing. Just stay safe, freaking wash your hands, please, and just stay safe, man. We want this place to open up. But yeah, man, it's we've been talking about going. Hopefully, when it opens. Of course, you and I talked about it. Of course, Susie and I. Now, a real sad little sad violin. Eric, since this whole COVID thing started, has his pass expired.
Yeah, I don't
and that's the crappy part is that
I'm just a normal person.
He's just a normal person right now, and it's so sad. And I know he wants his pass to be back. My pass will expire in 2 months in October. Now I don't know if by that time, hopefully they'll open up again. I know Susie's pass doesn't expire till the end of the year. I think it's December, January. Now I know they stopped taking the money. I think if we want to continue with our pass after, we had to have paid the whole time, which we didn't, because they said they stopped taking money, so I don't know how that works. But I'm going to find out. I really don't want to lose my pass. I really don't want her to lose her pass because she has like the second to the highest pass, I think the signature. And I don't want her to lose it because she's been grandfathered in to still keeping
the pictures.
And then we still have the parking.
Well, the parking's still there.
But you have to pay. Yeah, that's true. But
it's just the pictures.
At least the pictures. And the pictures
they
are
took
like
that
pretty
away
expensive.
when was the Max Pass?
Yeah, and they took it away, and then we're hoping that she can keep it. So we'll figure out. I mean, we're hoping that she can keep hers at least. I could always get at this time before this whole crap started. I had just changed. I used to have the signature. Now I have the Flex Pass, and I think the Flex Pass is actually pretty cool because you can go and assign yourself to go on certain days that are available, and then other days you can actually just go in. But I do like that pass a lot. For the people that are on a little bit of a budget, that one works pretty well. I like that one a lot. Which one did you have before it expired?
The signature.
Just signature? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't have the pictures on yours. You just had the regular.
Yeah, I never had the.
Did you have the parking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that one, I had the signature. After I had my first pass.
Yeah.
The first time I ever got the pass, I've only had signature after that. Damn. Do big things over here, dog. Come on. But yeah, I don't want to pay $20 for the park because back then, at least when you guys were still living in Anaheim, we would go a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like we were going all the time.
A lot.
Because I was going I think every weekend or every other weekend.
And at that time, I was actually still working at my other hospital. My other hospital, I was doing 312, so I had 4 days off. So I definitely was just taking advantage of going by myself to the park during the day until Susie got home in the afternoon from work. I'd be in the park, or sometimes she'd meet me at the park after work.
But then it got hard for me because I had that whack schedule where I worked the weekends. Mm-hmm. So I would never see anybody.
No, we were hoping that we can see you or go with you, but...
Well, a lot of people
Oh, man,
do.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I think it's just all this talking, but yeah, it's, I miss it, man. I miss it a lot. But we're hoping that with this podcast, guys, and we're hoping this is the only episode, we can talk more about the nostalgia. If you guys want to share anything with us, we will be, having our Instagram page, which is Mousetopia ENT Entertainment, Mousetopia ENT on Instagram as well as on YouTube. Just look for Mousetopia ENT, and you could see the links there. Right now, we're focusing on the podcast. Maybe one day we'll do a podcast with video. For right now, though, we're just kind of keeping it where it's just vocals.
We still got to figure out where the recording.
We need to find a place to record.
This is just just to get it out of the way.
Yeah,
because we were being just talked before, and it's like we got to just do this.
We really got to do this. Yeah.
So I mean, hey, it's one. Even if this is the only one we do, at least.
But I don't think it will, because I think there's a lot of things that we can talk about. And like I said, if you guys have any questions or any topics to talk about, you guys can leave it in the comment section. I think. If anything, we'll post something on Instagram.
One of the main reasons I wanted to do this just because I wanted to see see people that like it as much as we do.
Yeah.
As much as I do, and maybe they also like, watching Disneyland videos all day and just crying.
Exactly.
So maybe they have somebody to cry with.
Somebody cry with,
or just be nerds. I want somebody that nerds about this stuff, or you never know. Maybe there'll be like a 80-year-old that listens to this and they'll tell us stuff.
Yeah, that's so cool
or maybe somebody that's never gone.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah, when I go to the park, one of the things I like is when you see people that have gone for the first time.
Yeah,
and how excited they are. That's exciting to me. I like that.
Yeah,
I want to ask them can I just follow you everywhere?
Yeah,
get away from me, bro. What are you doing?
Part of me is okay. I want to tell them about this. I want to tell them about this.
You're
and why
doing this all
is,
wrong.
And why this is there, and what's going on, and with this tree, this tree at the park.
Just photobomb them on everything.
Just photobomb them. Just find them and dude, I would love to be that little fly on the wall. Just because I think not just necessarily in the United States, but in every country hears Disneyland. Like everyone.
It's world famous.
World famous, everybody wants to go. So it's of course, imagine just being and seeing the park with your own eyes for the first time of this place that everyone's talked about. And that's what we get to experience as pass holders and I still get goosebumps. I still get happy walking through.
When you hear that little sound.
Yeah. Oh, when we go through the turnstiles now,
when they scan your ticket.
Yeah, the Tinkerbell, the little.
And then you're walking down the tunnel.
And you always have to look at the plaque. I always look at the plaque. Part of me always took a picture of that stupid plaque. How many pictures of that stupid plaque?
My favorite part, I like the plaque, but I like the posters.
The posters when you walk through on the side.
Yeah,
and not even the newer ones. I love the older posters.
Oh, I like the older ones.
Yeah.
I wish I could own them.
The Jungle Cruise poster. Which ones? I'm trying to think of the other than of course Pirates of the Caribbean poster. And I think both tunnels have different posters, right? I think they do.
So.
I think they do.
Do you have a favorite side of which one to go to?
I think I automatically gravitate towards the left
because that's the closest one we go to.
I think so. Usually because the parking lot's on that side.
Too lazy to go all the way to the other side, to the right side.
But we always end up walking all the way to the other side because we know the lines are longer towards the beginning. But automatically I think I gravitate first towards the middle where I see the Mickey foliage, the Mickey flowers on the side there by the train. and then by the railroad, and then walking towards the left. I think also because I love the way when you walk by the left-hand side, the train's automatically usually up on that bridge. So that for me is like when I hear it either like filling up or you just hear the steam, just automatic for me. Like I get goosebumps. Like one of the things that I've told Susie, I think I've told you before, I'm not sure, is if I ever worked at Disneyland, I would love to be the railroad conductor. Not necessarily the guy that drives the train.
Just
the guys. Yeah, like the guy says, all aboard. Like, that's the guy I want to be. It just seems fun to me. Like, be able to...
I don't want to be that because that thing looks hot.
Oh, what he wears? Like, he wears like a blazer and he wears like a vest.
I don't want to be anywhere in heat.
You're like, I want to be inside the tiki room. It's all nice and cool inside. Oh, tidbit for everybody who's listening. And I'm gonna put my right hand up, and I'm gonna swear. I swear, I have never been inside the tiki room.
Actually, I have never been. I've been in the tiki room, but since I've been a pass holder, I've never gone in it.
Baby, you've been in it though. I have never.
But I was like little, so I barely remember anything.
And I think it's because my mom and dad.
It's because it's not a ride, so people.
It's not a ride. It's like a show. But the thing is, my mom and dad knew, and they loved the shows. Like I remember seeing like the fireworks stuff. They love seeing stuff like that. The electrical parade. They love seeing that stuff. I don't know if they knew that it was a ride there. I remember they just see the Dole Whip line, and then they just kept walking by it.
Did you see the electrical parade when it was like actually?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can see it.
And I had this one time story when I was a kid. So it was one of those times again where you don't go that often. So your parents finally get money to go. And it wasn't just my mom, my dad. It was my mom, my dad, and myself. And it was my aunt's kids, which are my cousins on my dad's side, which is my cousin Isabel, my cousin Kati, my cousin Luisa, and I think some other cousins I went to. So we were actually, I think, in Fantasyland, and we were trying to make our way towards Main Street to watch the parade, you know? And I remember, like, them really literally running to try to get it because it's already started. So as we were running, we ran underneath the castle towards over the drawbridge. And as I think we were coming up to the circle, we were running so fast. And you can imagine, like, every stupid sitcom, every TV show that you've seen, you have the dad, then the mom holding his hand, and then the oldest daughter, so at that time, my oldest cousin holding my mom's hand, and then the other cousin. And I was the last one because I was the youngest. So I was holding on to my cousin's hand, and literally in the sea of people, I let go. Because I just couldn't catch up. They're running so fast that I let go. And I was literally lost at Disneyland in the pitch darkness. I mean, there was lights for the parade. And I remember I didn't know what to do. And I was looking around. I was yelling for mom and my dad. And then this like lady saw, and she's all like, did you miss her? Like, did you get lost? And I'm like, my mom, my dad, you know, they ran away. I can't find them.
And she was so fine. You're like, you want to take me home?
So she took me to one of the cast members, and he took me to the security guard. And that place I went to once. You know that place where they have the kids, like the kind of kids. I don't know. It's like right by. I remember it's like right by the Plaza Inn, I think. They took me there. And a couple minutes later, I think my mom and dad showed up, and my mom started crying. She started saying she was sorry. I still remember that I made my family miss the electrical parade because my ass got lost trying to get to watch this damn parade. But yeah, that.
You're selfish.
I'm selfish.
You should just watched it. Instead of being a baby about it.
I didn't know where it was at. People, all these adults were towering over me. I could not even see the damn parade.
Disneyland, you'll be fine.
I know. So yeah, that's my story when it comes to electrical parade. But yeah, no, I just I miss it. I miss it a lot, and I'm hoping that it comes back real soon. Did you speaking about the electrical parade? Did you see? I mean, of course, you saw Paint the Night with us, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like parades that much. I like the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
I like the electrical parade.
You know which one I was actually hoping to see this year?
The new one?
They
had a new one.
The Halloween one. I wanted to go to the Halloween event. That's one of the things I've also never did.
Yeah, you're not going to that.
Yeah, not this year. No, not this year. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, see, that's I don't like the I don't like the I don't like parades that much. They kind of annoy me. I don't like the music.
You don't like the music?
No, it's too poppy.
I think now
like,
it's been I think the newer parades have been more poppy. Which one? The one, the Mickey one during the middle of the day. I forgot which one it was called, but it was one where it was like he was on drums and the Lion King would come out. Like, I didn't like. It was alright. But yeah, no, the one that's never going to get toppled for me would be the original Main Street Electrical Parade. That will never get toppled.
What was the one that show called in DCA, World of Color?
Yeah.
I've never saw that. That's one actually I would want to see.
Well, the color was cool. I forgot which setup it was because I know the setup's changed a couple of times. We ended up getting a seat that was a little closer to the front, so you get a little wet because of the way the fountains shoot up and everything like that. But the music, the way everything is set up, it reminds me of like the Bellagio fountains in Vegas, but on steroids. Because you got the picture on the water. You got the music super loud.
Disney's juicy?
Yeah. Disney's juicy. And it's getting some good stuff too, because that World of Color is amazing. But we liked it a lot, but it seems like now you're at a toss up, because if you want to go to Disneyland, you can go make it a World of Color. So it's either you go see the fireworks and Fantasmic at Disneyland, or you go watch freaking World of Color. So it's like one or the other. Now I know people try to make it a both, but I'd rather have a good seat and watch one of them than watch both of them. Because I always see people running back and forth. Always see people running from California Adventure, trying to make it right back to the other side and catch the fireworks. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that shit. I'm going to stay either one
place.
place
You
or
can
the
get
other.
fireworks from anywhere.
Exactly. Now you might not even get the music, but you're going to get the fireworks anyways.
But it's so packed when they has the fireworks. I think after you've seen it, you don't want to be around all those people. At least not me. I don't know.
I think for me, like how you said, the best one for me happened to be.
Depends how far I am, also.
Yeah.
From the castle, because they project all that stuff on the castle.
You know what I like too is when you watch it from the Rivers of America. If you watch the fireworks from the Rivers of America, that you can watch. You have a good show with Fantasmic, and then watch the fireworks.
Well, I was seeing people post from Galaxy's Edge. And that even looked nice.
Yeah, and then the music doesn't even play there. It's just the fireworks, which is still cool, though, because you're super close to the damn fireworks right there. So I've been wanting to see the fireworks from there, but we haven't had a chance. I mean, I think the couple of times we went, it was super packed, and we didn't even go into Batu. But, yeah, man. Oh, my voice, I need some water. Some water, excuse me.
But hopefully we get to go. I would say soon, but it's not gonna happen soon. Let's be realistic. But I mean, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
I think as long as we get to talk about it, it's cool, because we got so many memories.
Yeah, and we will talk about it more. We have a lot more content to bring you guys, and like I said, if you guys, if there's something specific that you guys want to go over. Any new people that want to know more about Disneyland have never been, I mean, feel free to come onto the Instagram and leave us a comment under the picture. We're going to put a picture up there of the podcast, and of course directions on where to hear it. We're hoping we'll be in a couple of different sectors, not necessarily just Spotify, but hopefully maybe even Apple, whatever.
Let's just hope we get to
let's hope we get it
this.
On. Yeah,
it could all just end right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
It could all go wrong.
We can't go wrong when we end it right now. So, but yeah, we really do appreciate you guys definitely listening. I mean, do you want to cut the first episode down right now and see if we can bring another one later?
Well, I mean, we've gone for an hour.
Then that's pretty good then.
I mean, we've been all. I think we were all over the place while talking, but hey, it's our
this
first
is a good
one.
intro though. It's a good intro, and I think you guys would definitely get a little bit of how we're.
I think it was just out of excitement that we just wanted to talk about it. And a lot of it came out. I
promise we'll be more we'll be more focused on different topics. Cause let's be honest, I know we're not. Okay. How about this? We'll have some kind of a blueprint.
We're like an excited kid that's just trying to tell you something, but like, do you remember?
Yeah, because we have kind of like a script, but we're kind of improvising at the same time. We're running with it right now.
Hey, we're new to this.
Yeah, we're new to this whole podcast.
We don't create things.
Yeah, I just talk. I just want to talk about Disneyland. That's all I care about right now. But no, again, follow us on YouTube. Like I said, it's Mousetopia ENT.
Yeah, we don't have anything on there, but
but there will be hopefully videos very, very soon. As well as
Instagram's pretty much
Instagram's gonna be the main one.
Maybe we'll make a Twitter.
Maybe,
but I don't really use Twitter.
I mean, I could definitely.
I know for people. I know like people that do this like love Twitter. I could do it. I could put
it up there. How about this? We'll do it right now.
Instagram for sure though.
Instagram for sure. Look out for Mousetopia and Twitter. I probably will make a Twitter for it. That way you guys could definitely send us pictures of maybe any nostalgia pictures you guys might have. And we might even talk about them and share about it a little bit. Any stories that you guys might have at Disneyland.
Anything that you want us to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Anything. Like any, or how about we just throw a question out? Like for you guys that are listening, what is your favorite nostalgia moment for you in your life so far that you've been at Disneyland? Like what always brings you nostalgia? You know, is it the music? Is it a ride? Is it the food? Or is it just being with your family? Just let us know in a comment on the Instagram. And remember, it's Mousetopia ENT on Instagram. Maybe even on Twitter. I'll try to make one soon so you guys could definitely add it. But we're hoping to see you guys real soon. Again, that was Eric. And I am Tony.
And this is Mousetopia Podcast. And
Mousetopia Podcast.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it.
Peace.
Be sure to bring your death certificate.